Hello everybody, my name is EK and welcome back to RuneScape. So it's been a little while since I went on vacation, but I'm back. And as you can see, I have changed a lot about the UI. I went over to YouTube, to Reddit, I just kind of scanned through what people were doing, and I wanted to make sure that I'm running something that makes my game look better, makes my game a bit more accessible, makes it a bit more fun, also makes it better to watch for you guys, but doesn't really take away anything gameplay-wise from RuneScape. Also, I had a great chat with a friend of mine who is a lot more experienced in this game than I am, and maybe he's going to make some appearances at some point down the line, but for now I'm going to keep it very much focused on my adventures, of course. But as you can see, I have everything looking a lot cleaner. I can actually see what's happening on my screen right now. You guys can see what's happening on my screen. I'm running the HD mob. Guy is saying fuck you over here. Will that get my video less views? Maybe. They're saying ugly. Apparently he's very, very much not in love with this goblin. So he says bitch ass or a bitch cass goblin. Don't know what's going on over there. But yeah, I talked to this friend of mine and he gave me a lot of information. I changed some settings around, make things a little bit better to look at. There's a whole bunch of cool things. Lots of things as well in the menus, in the settings menu that I probably would care about a lot if I... Chef's hat? I don't want to loot the chef's hat yet. You know what? I think that's something I'll need later, but I don't want to loot it yet. What I want to do is go over to the cows, because I have a distinct memory of the cows. And I want to go kill them. So yeah, about the settings, there's a lot of stuff that is probably very members focused and also very much focused on endgame stuff that I just don't have an interest in right now. Now, I do distinctly remember standing here as a new player and struggling to even get some kills in. So the plan for today is very much simpler than last time. I don't really want to focus on much skilling. I want to focus on some combat. Now, I don't know how much I'm going to do. I'm just going to stand here for a bit. I'm going to murder some cows. I'm going to get some cow meat, get some cow bones, I presume, and level up my attack, my hit points, and my defense, I suppose. And I think you can also level strength, but I think you need to change your battle stance, whatever it was called, chop / block. So this is attack experience, strength experience, shared experience, and defense experience. I guess I'll use lunge so that I can level all of them at the same time. It probably is less efficient, I don't know. It's probably spreading the experience across multiple ones. But then again, it is some nice experience, hopefully. So yeah, I'll be back in a bit after I've done a bit of grinding. Oh, I do hope, by the way, that I don't ruin your viewing experience by having these mods active. I know there is going to be some people who are more purists. Also, why is this thing completely white? Was it always completely white, or is that like a mod or something bugging out? But yeah, I know there are also going to be some purist people who are like, hey, you should really keep the graphics exactly as they were. And I was thinking about doing that. But, looking at the difference between this and the previous video, I know. I can't look at it. I'm sorry. If that was what you're looking for, my apologies. But I promise I won't be, loading up mod after mod after mod. I want to make sure that I experience the game gameplay-wise from a very natural and old school experience. Anyway, back to grinding. Oh, there we go. Attack is level 2. Now, I don't know exactly what it does, but I'm assuming it means that when I use the thing scaling with attack, in this case, chop, I probably deal more damage when I have a higher attack level. Now, I don't know how it works with lunge. Because it's shared experience, so it might also take the damage modifier from all the stats, but I don't know how that works. But someone in the comments can definitely tell me, right? Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, there we go. I leveled up my strength as well as my defense, level 2. And that means my combat level is now 4. There we go. Oh, will I survive this? Well, we can win this encounter. We can beat this cow. This cow's got nothing on me. So I'll have to find a way to regenerate my HP. I think I can just make a fire, cook the raw beef into proper beef. Wait, is this thing hitting me? Wait, is someone in me? Yeah, there's someone in me. Okay. Never in my life have I asked, is someone in me? But there we go. That is a question I've asked today. So I think I can just cut one tree and... Oh, I don't have a tinderbox, so I can't make a fire, right? Because my tinderbox is in the bank, because I wanted to have as much inventory space as possible. Is there a way to get more inventory space as well, by the way? I don't think there is, or at least I don't remember there being. But I feel like my inventory fills up extremely fast, so I have to be very selective with what I want. There's a lot of people here, by the way. I think there's a lot of... Well, I just missed club penguins, what someone says, which is... I feel like even older. Oh, I don't want to hit... No, no. Actually, can I fight this guy? Will he murder me? I accidentally attacked him, but I think we're fine. Okay. Yeah, we seem to be good. Okay, cool. Oh, he dropped 15 gold. Cool. No, don't hit him. Don't hit him. Just keep on walking. Okay, so I think I need to go to my bank. And can I just... I think I can bury these bones, right? So they give me experience, I think. Oh yeah, it says up here, prayer experience. So I don't know if I need to do this, but I want to empty the inventory a little bit. This is fairly quick, though. It's a very, very short animation, so that's nice. And there we go. All the bones are gone. So the cowhides, I'll put in my bank, because I don't know exactly what I need them for. Probably some sort of like leather crafting or something, but I can't remember. So, yeah, I'm ordering them. I know, guys. I know. Why? I don't know, but hey, they're ordered. So now I'll go pick up the tinderbox, and I'll go make myself a bit of fire, and then I'll make myself a bit of food, I guess. And then I can eat that so we can grind a bit longer. You know, I love the idea of all these skills working together synergistically, because it really makes you want to level up one thing and another thing, and then because you want to level up something, you know, you need another thing to make it worth your time. And like the skills, I think they work quite well together. Now, I don't know how that's going to work as we move into endgame, because what quite often happens in these kind of games is like you think like, oh, this looks so cool. Like if this works with this and this works with this, like that's such a cool experience. And then in reality, you're like, yeah, but you don't need any of that. You know, sometimes it happens, but I'm hopeful that it's still, you know, really nice. So I can just deposit all of this money, and I'll deposit all of these cowhides. I guess, can I like mass move them as well? I guess I can't, right? I mean, do I need to move them? No. Do I want to move them? Yes. So now they're up here, and we make sure we get the tinderbox and the iron axe, and I think that's all I need. So we go back out, and we now go make some fire, go make some food. Are there always this many people here, by the way? It feels extremely busy. Are these just like high-level players welcoming lower-level players? Because I feel like every time I come here, there's like weird drop parties or something going on. Now, I'm torn between, hey, this is a cool thing, and there's a lot of people here, and oh my god, I'm overwhelmed, and I might get scammed by people. So I don't know exactly which one to expect, but at least it's good to see that there's people here. Okay, we have wood. We make a fire. And then on the fire, we put the raw beef. How many would you like to cook? All. Click. Cooking level 2. There we go. Oh, it stops making them? Is it because I leveled up? All. Make. Does it make them all now? Is it just because I leveled up that it stopped doing that? I guess that's it. Yeah, now it keeps going. But I am burning quite a lot of them. One was successful. You accidentally burned the meat. Hey, can you please learn to cook, sir? Is there a point to me keeping these around? I think they weren't worth a lot, right? So I can just... I think I can just drop all the burned meat, right? I don't know if this is true, but I don't want to run back and forth. I think this is correct. So where can I see my hit points right now? Is there an easy way to see it? It's up here, right? 7. So 7 out of 10. So I'm fairly healthy. But when I drop back to low HP, I can just make a fire again, and we can do that again. Okay, I'll go back to grinding now. There we go. Attack is now level 3. Nice. Oh, here we go. So to craft armor out of animal hides, you'll typically first need to take the hides to a tanner to get them tanned, then combine them with a needle and thread, which can be acquired from certain crafting shops in the world. So I guess I can just stock up all of these cowhides, because I'm assuming they're the lowest tier that I will need. And then I can go follow this instruction and maybe craft something. I don't know what I craft out of it, but sure, we can try that. Oh god, I'm 1 HP. Hold on. Do I kill this? I got very unlucky with my hits. I'm dead. Okay. What happens when you die? I can't remember. Wait. This is so cool. I wanted to see what happens when I die. Like, I could have eaten something. Hold on. Wait, do I lose all my... What? Some of your dropped items are being held in a gravestone near where you died. You have unlocked a new music track. Rest in peace. Hello, Death. So, mortal, you have died, as all mortals do. As you have suffered the loss of some items on this occasion, I have brought you here to explain for you how that works. I lost items. Can I get them back? Let me explain. Across most of the land of Gielinor, when you die, some of the items you're carrying are dropped. A gravestone appears on the ground near where you died. You can go there and retrieve your items by clicking on it. Your gravestone will be marked with an arrow to help you spot it. A grave icon appears on the world map too, if your grave is in a mapped area. Gravestones charge a small fee to return especially valuable items, but most things are returned free of charge. Conveniently, a gravestone can take its fee straight from your bank. I mean, that would be nice, because otherwise you'd have to get a way to get gold, like go to the bank, get gold, and bring that to the tombstone. A gravestone does not last forever. After about 15 minutes, a gravestone will collapse. Is it about 15 minutes or 15 minutes? Anything in it will be sent here to me. I will look after such items without a time limit. However, I do charge more for my service. It will be cheaper to retrieve them from the gravestone directly if you can reach it in time. How do I pay a gravestone fee? Cash is always acceptable. Also, a gravestone can take it directly from your bank in case you didn't have enough with you. Besides that, take a look at my coffer here. You can bring your unwanted possessions and sacrifice them into my coffer. I'll count their value against any future gravestone fees you're charged. Oh, so you can like store things in there? So that you pay in advance for future stuff? Dev's coffer won't accept items worth less than 10,000 coins per item. Dev doesn't want cheap junk, but more valuable items can be sacrificed to pay down future reclamation fees. How long do I have to return to my gravestone? I'm assuming this is not going to go off my timer, right? There's not like there's a grave timer here, I think, or like a grave thingy. A gravestone lasts for about 15 minutes before it collapses. However, that timer pauses if you become inactive in any case. Have you lost your connection to the world? A timer on your head-up display shows the remaining time before your gravestone will collapse, which I'm assuming is this timer over here. How do I know that what will happen to my items when I die? There is a menu to predict these things for you. Take a look at your worn items side panel. So worn items. View items kept on dev. Call follower. Interesting. The items kept on dev menu tells you roughly what your items will do when you die, including estimating gravestone fees. I think I'm done here. Very well. Once you pass through my portal, you will have 15 minutes to reach your gravestone. And I guess we go through this portal. This is really cool, by the way. This is a really cool system. I don't remember this being there back in the day, and I think it wasn't back in the day. And yes, it's now time for you guys to spam in the comments how bad I am because I died to cows, okay? But it was in the name of science, I promise you. But if I click the items kept on dev, why do we keep those items specifically? Some of your items are being held in a gravestone. If you die again before collecting them in a place where gravestones are used, your items will usually be added to the same gravestone, with any overflow permanently lost. Protect item prayer. PK skull. Kill by player. Wilderness beyond level 20. Guide risk value. These are checked. You'll protect your 3 most valuable items. Well, I guess my cowhides are very valuable. Anyway, my gravestone is here, so we go to the gravestone. It's good that we learned this early on, though, like how this works, because if this happens much later, it's much more dangerous. Okay, if I were a gravestone, I would be right over there. Take all. And here we go. I guess we re-equip all the armor. And there we go. We're back. Alright. I'm 10 HP again. We go back to hunting. Wait, this is a dairy cow, not a normal cow. Gee, you've never milked a cow before, have you? No, how could you tell? Because you're spilling milk all over the floor. What a waste. You need something to hold the milk. See, I always wonder how the first person to milk a cow figured out you could milk a cow. You know, that guy was a pervert, okay? Just a pervert. Ah, yes, I really should have guessed that one, shouldn't I? You're from the city, aren't you? Try again with an empty bucket. Alright, I'll do that. Oh, you can actually milk the cows. I didn't remember that. But that's not what I'm here for. I am here to slaughter cows, to get the meat, to get my meat factory going. There we go. Defense level 3. And also strength level 3. So I guess they level up simultaneously. They need the exact same amount of experience. As long as I keep the balanced thing going on, we can keep leveling them at the same time. Which means we are also combat level 5. I don't know if that means anything. I think it's just a an indicator as to what level we are. I don't think it adds anything, but I mean, it's cool. There we go. Hit points are level 11. I like leveling up hit points because it simply means you get 1 more HP to work with, which is always nice to have. I guess it's a fairly slow skill to level. Although I guess it's also fairly slow because it starts at 10. So the base requirement is much higher for the first levels relative to the level 1 skills. I like how every time I hit 1, you can see the experience going up in here. I think this is a RuneLite thing, but you know, it's quite satisfying seeing these numbers like float up constantly. Because you're leveling 4 things at once, so like you see 4 numbers just go in there. Sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 2, and it's nice. There we go. Attack level 4. And because of all the bones, prayer is level 2 as well now. Oh, and that means combat level 6. So I guess prayer is also a part of the combat level. Didn't know that, but cool. And fire making level 7. And cooking level 3. And that is cooking level 4. Cooking seems to be fairly chill to level. I don't know if that holds true in the later levels, but I quite enjoy it. Also, the success rate was a lot better. So I'm assuming the success rate goes up quite quickly as you gain levels, especially early on, because levels come in quite fast. Can I also drop by doing this? Nope, I need to right click and then drop. Alright, cool, now I have more meat. And there we go, strength and defense level 4. I think I'm going to stick around here until I hit level 5 on all 3 of attack, strength and defense. Because I think at that point I can go back to that adventurer guide guy and I can claim what I want. Or like I can claim the rewards. Okay, I'm hitting 2 on occasion, so you know, not just 1 anymore. I'm hitting a little bit higher now. Makes my kills a little bit quicker. I don't know if that means I also get more experience. Well, I guess it does, because when I hit 2, I got 3 in all skills. While I'm hitting 1, I'm only getting like 1 or 2. So I guess the higher you hit, the higher experience you get for the attack as well. So hitting high is very important. So I guess getting better gear is going to massively boost your killing speed, like your hits, which also means you get more experience, provided there are enough monsters, of course, to you know, keep the kills chaining back to back to back. And there we go. That is attack level 5. Oh, you just completed the task getting started with attack. Okay, beautiful. But I think I can do the same thing for both the strength and defense. So let's actually finish that up as well before we leave this area. Oh, there we go. Level 5 on strength and defense. And we become at level 7, which means we can now return. And we have 3 tasks completed. Which means I can go pick up loot for 3. So I'll go to the bank. I'll drop off what I have here. I'll cook up these. And I'll see you guys at Adventurer John for our rewards. Cooking level 5. Nice. Oh, we can now cook herring. Okay, nice. Thank you. Good to know. Cooking experience feels incredibly fast, I have to say. One thing, I don't know if I mentioned it very well, but I am doing some sort of self-imposed Iron Man. I mean, I think I mentioned it a bit in the first video, but I just want to quickly reiterate. It means that I am not full Iron Man, as in I can trade with other people. I can use the Grand Exchange if I do desire. However, the plan is to not use it too much. I mean, I do want to use it because obviously it's part of the game, you know, like I want to be able to use it, but I do like the idea of having a lot of resources I get myself, like, you know, quest stuff that I need. I'll go out of the world, get them myself, you know, like there's a reason why I'm keeping all these cowhides. I could probably sell these cowhides or something if I wanted to, but I'm keeping them all because I'm thinking, well, if I'm doing like self-imposed Iron Man, at some point I'll probably need the cowhides and I'll have a whole bunch here, which is why I'm keeping all of this stuff as well. Like all the cooked meat, I don't know if I need it, and it probably doesn't go bad, right? I don't know how that works, but you know, I have 9 cooked meat in here right now. I don't know if there's a cap. I guess there is probably a cap. Yeah, non-members capacity is 400. We have 30 items in here right now, and members, we get 400 more. So for now, we have way more than we need, but maybe at some point I'm going to run out. In that case, you know, I'll reorganize things and I'll redetermine if we need stuff. But for now, I'll just keep pushing everything into the bank because maybe we'll need it. And I don't need money right now because I am not intending on buying stuff from the Grand Exchange too much. So I'm hoping I can kind of keep up with that and really have a fun, like, blind, but also like kind of Iron Man-ish experience without hard locking myself into Iron Man, because I don't want to be in a situation where I need something desperately, and like this one little thing that I could just bypass is gatekeeping me from really enjoying the game. I want to be able to enjoy the game to its fullest, so if there's ever a reason why I want to bypass it, at least I will have the option to do so. Because it still needs to be fun, right? You know, it's a game, it needs to be fun. It doesn't need to be a job, it needs to be fun. Anyway, Adventurer John, I am here to claim my rewards. And here we go. You have completed getting started with attack. You receive 1 steel longsword. You have completed getting started with strength. You receive 5 trout, 1 leather boots, and 1 leather gloves. And you've completed getting started with defense. You receive 1 steel medium helm. That is the last of the rewards right now. So let's see what we have. Let's look at the character as well. So we have the... Are they actually better? Hold on. So first of all, the steel helmet. Like I don't like how I can't easily compare, because I can't have them both open at the same time, right? So I need to compare. So can I not see? Hold on. If I just unequip it, can I see the stats? Yes, then I can see the stats. Okay. So when I use the steel medium helm as opposed to the iron medium helm, I get +3 stab defense, +3 slash defense, +3 crush defense. Magic is still like -1, so I guess we become weaker against magic when we're using like physical armor. So there's a bit of a trade-off. And we become 4 more resistant to range damage. So overall, it's just the same thing but better. We also get attack bonus magic -3, and that explains to me, because I was wondering that. That explains to me why people are running like their mage setups with like the mage hat and like the cloth cape and stuff. Because I guess those give magic bonuses maybe, or at least don't take away your magic damage. So I'm assuming becoming like super tanky and like full dragon armor or whatever the tiers are, you take away a lot of magic offensive abilities. So if you want to have that, then you can't really wear the thick plate armor, which is cool. But of course we are, at least for now, going to be very much a warrior type player. So steel medium helmet, here we go. So this is the difference in looks. It's the same thing, but it's recolored to be a bit more white. And then we have leather boots. Now, do we have boots equipped? We don't have boots equipped. Do we have gloves equipped? We do have gloves equipped. So let's do a bit of a comparison once again. So leather boots is just slash and crush bonus. Here we go. Bam, we have boots. But then we have gloves and vambraces. And we got the gloves just now, I think. But the vambraces, slash +1, slash +2, crush +2, crush +1, stab +2. And it's more attack. The leather vambraces are simply better. Unless you really care. Oh wait, if I hover them now, I can see the difference. Wait, was I able to say that before as well? I feel like I... Oh! That is not the bonus of the gear itself. That is the bonus relative to the gear I'm currently equipping. Okay, never mind. I'm being an idiot. You guys might have already left comments talking about this to me, but don't worry. I've seen it. Thank you anyway. So, leather vambraces as well. We just put on, because all we lose is 1 crush, and we don't really care about that, I think. There we go. Can I see the difference? A very small difference on my arms. Then we have the steel longsword, which gives us +6 melee strength, +3 stab, and +6 slash, which sounds like a lot. Let's actually turn around a little bit so we can see our weapon change. It's a proper reskin. Nice. It just makes it a bit brighter. It changed the texture, a different color. And I guess we can now sell the previous stuff we had. Like this stuff can be sold. This can be sold. This can be sold. This can be put in the bank, I suppose. Or can we cook it? Weren't we able to just cook trout? Hold on. If I go to here and then cooking. Sorry, that's not cooking. That's fire making. Cooking. And then fish. Cooking. Pie, stews, pizza, cake. Is it meats? No, we can make herring. And we got trout. Trout's level 15 in cooking. Okay, so we put it in our bank because we'll be able to cook it up later if we want to. And these things we can just sell somewhere, I guess. Alright, well, I've decided I want to keep these videos a little bit shorter because I don't want to bomb you guys with hour-long videos over and over again. So I'll be cutting it here, and next time I think I'll be starting the questing system. I'm really looking forward to that. So stay tuned, make sure to press that subscribe button, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye!